Anyways, looking at the defense coming out from Quake Fortress here, we got Cooler on the Zenyatta, Shadowburn on Genji, Forsaken on Lucio, Shark on the Reinhardt, Mufu on McCree, and Cypher rounding things out on the Symmetra.
You up, but I think no, I'm back. Sweet, excellent. Did you just do Quake Fortress?
I did.
Okay, well, yeah, IDDQD is going to run the same thing they always run. You guys should know it by now. It is Pluppy and Mendo on Genjis, Coco and Chips on Zenyatta's, Internet Hulk on Symmetra, and Bridger Buff on Lucio.
Yep, double Genjis. I think the reason why I like double Genjis map, Dorado, of course, with a lot of different rooftops, ledges, etc. Definitely Genji-friendly terrain. That's probably why they like this map so much.
Yeah, it would make sense, and I think they prefer running dual Genji as opposed to Genji Tracer if the map allows for it. It seems that Mendo is more comfortable on Genji than he is on Tracer, although his Tracer is really sick too.
His Tracer did a lot of work in the King of the Hill series, honestly. There's points where he flanks, got 2 kills, etc. And right now, the first blow of the game takes out Shark, and now here comes the Genji offense, pressuring in Shadowburn, having to fight not one Genji, but also getting spammed in the back. Mendo takes out Cooler. As all this goes on, Mufu, he's able to neutralize Puppy for a bit, but the momentum right now very, very firmly in IDDQD's favor.
Yeah, Shadowburn comes in, he's trying to get something done here. Cypher does take out Hulk, Mendo then does take out Cypher too. This card has non-stopped at all.
Yeah, I mean, Cypher picking up at least a pair of kills there, Symmetra, but the Karka move relatively effortlessly to the first checkpoint. Spawn points will move up as a result, and now IDDQD making, again, a very, very quick time. Mendo takes out Lucio, going forward, takes out the McCree as well. Doesn't show up the kill feed, but believe me, he died. Chipsiden takes out Shark, and now, looking forward, you just see this situation where Mendo is able to go forward, gets a spam on what's going up ahead, and Pluppy will be joining him soon, but look at how far back Quake Fortress is here.
Yeah, this is what the composition forces you to do.
Oh, they got double May here. They're taking some notes out of Envious's book.
Very smart. This is the only composition we've seen even come close to slowing down Double Orb, and almost even stopped it at one point. And on this map specifically, the Blizzards are going to zone
Speed boost is up. The Maze are speeding in. They're going in. Mufu able to take out the bridge buff, but Mendo Kusai dropping the Dragon Blade. 3, 4, 5 kills for IDDQD. The defensive push in there definitely backfiring a little bit, and now IDDQD going to just roll to this next checkpoint.
Yeah, defensive pushes have backfired most of the day today. It just doesn't seem like teams are being caught off guard by the initiation.
Oh, and Pluppy with a very rage-inducing triple headshot Cooler takes him out immediately, effectively an insta-gib through the hallway from long range. This is why people get so angry at Genji. And now they're down as Zenyatta, defense is down as Zenyatta as they try and hold this off. Sound Barrier comes off. Pluppy, though, with a nice reflect, takes out Mufu, is going to get frozen and gets away from the May. So far, he might get in the health pack, maybe not. 3, 4 kills now for IDDQD on the attack. Everything is going their way right now, and Quake Fortress seems a little bit lost.
It's really painful when you use a defensive sound barrier and get absolutely nothing out of it. The offensive sound barrier, of course, is still up. The offensive support Transcendence is up, and another Dragon.
There comes the offensive sound barrier you just mentioned. Pluppy takes out Mufu, and IDDQD, they smell blood. They smell a nearly unbeatable time coming their way. 3 kills now for IDDQD as they move forward. They are way more in their element on payload compared to the King of the Hill, and both Genjis now just spawn camping on both spawn doors as the payload leisurely rolls to what has to be a just remarkably fast time.
Yeah, the terror truck, the truck of triumph, just kind of rolls its way to the point. That is, you know, that's how this composition rolls. Once it gets started, if you can't stem the bleeding at some point, it's just going to do exactly what it just did.
Yep, so take a look at the play again here. This is coming out from Mendo Kusai. He slices, dices, stops the emergence of high noon, keeps it nighttime, whatever you want to say. But a time of 3:01 on Dorado. I think that actually might be the fastest Dorado time we have ever seen.
Yeah, and that seems to be a theme of watching IDDQD lately. That's the fastest time we've ever seen, fastest time we've ever seen, fastest time we've ever seen. It's just been insane because...
And IDDQD breaking the record held by IDDQD.
Yeah, they probably have the top 3 times on most of the maps. I think what they did King's Row in like 2:58 the other day, just insanity. Yeah, it's gonna be hard to beat. The problem is then the only way to beat it is to run a very similar composition, and other teams just haven't perfected it the way IDDQD has done. And I mentioned earlier, people are like, well, I don't think this meta is good for the game. I think the meta is getting kind of stale with this double orb meta. It's not a problem with the double orb meta. It's a problem with IDDQD running it perfectly.
Yeah,
other teams have tried and failed it, so it's not that composition of heroes is unbeatable. It's that IDDQD on that composition of heroes is darn near unbeatable.
Yep, so taking a look at the defense coming out here for IDDQD, a defense that really does not have to do much to win the game, as it were. It looks like we're going to be getting Internet Hulk on the Symmetra, Mendo Kusai on the McCree, Coco on the Reinhardt, Pluppy, don't be fooled, he will not be on Lucio. And the Bridge Up will almost certainly be on Lucio for the entire time. Chipgen on the Zenyatta, and I gotta think...
Mendo and Plup will play whatever they want, really. They'll play damage classes.
It could be just double Genji again, to be totally honest, or at least like Genji Tracer, Genji McCree. I'm actually putting on Genji McCree for that, like Mendoga McCree.
I think Pluppy will go on Pharah.
You think Pluppy will go Pharah? I can see that.
Maybe, yeah. Nah, alright. I was just kind of hoping for something new. I'm always hoping
Yeah,
for
and the
Pharah.
McCree Genji defense comes out a lot for them, but that's going to round things out for the IDDQD defense that really has a pretty easy job ahead of themselves here.
Well, it looks like Quake Fortress is going to try to run the similar composition as well. Forsaken and Kohler will be on the Zenyatas. Cypher will run a Tracer for him, did really well on Tracer. Shadowburn similarly will be on Genji. Shark will be playing the offensive Symmetra, and they're opting their 6 to be Widowmaker. It is going to be very reliant on that Widowmaker to open up some space for people. I think that's going to be crucial in their attempt to beat the 3-minute time set by IDDQD.
Widow is going to have to be totally on fire here, and this is going to have to be a miracle sort of for Quake Fortress to go forward and set an even faster time versus a team like IDDQD, but they did show a good deal of life in the King of the Hill match. Let's just see what Quake Fortress does here. Quick shot coming out from Mufu, does connect, does not get the kill over, need the headshot. He is just spamming down that shield, no care, but suddenly he has Pluppy in his face, which, you know, you want Pluppy.
No, you don't.
Wait, whatever Twitch chat might say, you know, TV, you don't want that. So Coco is able to take out Shark at the very least. Defense and offense trading off a little bit, but the IDDQ defense up in people, now very up in people, up for a moment there, 5-1. So IDDQD going the hold strong here, and given the time they set, I feel like if they wipe Quake Fortress out one more time, it might just be GG right then and there.
Yeah, well, I mean, we're already almost a minute into the game, and the card has moved a grand total of about 30 feet here. So if they don't wipe IDDQD, conversely, then they're going to be in trouble.
And we have unfrozen time here. So yeah, there's only about 2 minutes left, as you say, and this is just not something that is looking good for Quake Fortress right now. Pluppy with the double kill. Internet Hulk even killing Shadowburn in the back. Zenyatta getting deflect killed, and now IDDQD just making this very, very rough for Quake Fortress. Now, normally this wouldn't be that big of a deal. You know, you have time in Dorado, maybe 8-9 minutes to finish things out, but that is not the case here. There's only about a minute 30 left on the overall time, and Quake Fortress just find themselves running into an absolute brick wall here.
Yeah, IDDQD is a good team on standard defense, but when they put the pressure on the other team to try
Okay, we have
something.
Sound Barrier up, but here comes the Dragon Blade from Pluppy, takes out Forsaken, looking for more. He can't look for more, though, because almost everyone is dead. Cypher running back, he's going to deflect kill the Zenyatta. And now Quake Fortress again back to the drawing board, and mathematically is got to be GG. I gotta think we'll be seeing the GG said any moment now.
It's just by setting a time like that, they force the other team into something that they don't want to do. They force them to play more aggressively, and then they just have the defense to answer it at all. I mean, not enough can be said about making the other team think this is impossible unless we all play perfectly. It just puts an immense amount of pressure on them, and so far teams have crumbled under that pressure.
Yeah, very much so. So it is almost certainly GG here. IDDQD going to take Dorado in an extremely dominant fashion. See a 3-kill coming out the end, 4-kill, 5-kill. Just IDDQD things. Mathematically, they have won this map. They have won the set 2-0, and they remain undefeated in our game on Overwatch Arena.
Yeah, I mean, the King of the Hill match was fun. I was really looking forward to that, but this is just classic IDDQD, and everything's just working together for them so well. I mean, their defense is strong. The pressure they put on them with the offense, the double orb composition has been run to absolute perfection. It's not even the double orb composition anymore. It's close to just being IDDQD's comp, because other teams have tried to run it to the same effect. Hasn't worked out well, but just really impressive play out of them. Again, 2-0s in all of our sets today. I liked Quake Fortress, though. I still like them going forward as our round robin continues. I think they're going to improve week to week.
Well, I'll tell you what, if you're any other team, you definitely don't want to take Quake Fortress to King of the Hill. That's for sure, because they're much stronger at King of the Hill than what we saw here on Payload. And I mean, they're a great team, don't get me wrong. There's a sort of IDDQD is, you know, probably the best team in the game at Payload, but when it comes to King of the Hill, Quake Fortress definitely giving them a run for their money.
Yeah, I'm trying to see when we have it scheduled for Quake Fortress to fight Flat Earth, because that on King of the Hill might be something to behold.
Yeah, that'd be really, really cool to watch. So, that's going to wrap things up for us today. IDDQD looking strong yet again. No big surprise. They even held off on King of the Hill, and they will continue their sort of spree of dominance here in the Overwatch scene.
No, but a reason to tune in next Monday, just looking ahead of the schedule, IDDQD will face off against Flat Earth. Flat Earth, another team that's been able to take maps off IDDQD and has a great amount of respect from the guys in IDDQD who consider Flat Earth probably their biggest competition at the moment.
Absolutely.